Alright, so to get started, we basically want to create a registration page to start gathering information to even get started with our stuff. So if you jumped into your directory, I just created a new folder called client and then did npm install react and had react populate and do all of its things. I've then what we've done is we've kind of created our own router in React, which, if I can find it, source index.js, here we are. So we're using React's router. Again, you can just npm install this stuff. I'm also using Bootstrap, so I'm having to import the Bootstrap CSS. So basically, React requires a layout for where you're going to outlet all the child routes to render, and then we can set up our router, and then we can see here I'm setting the home or root path as our register page, and then the path through to canvas page will be our canvas page. And then we're just saying document get the root, and then render our router, and then the router will be the one that passes through which page we want it to start rendering out. So now we can jump into the register page, and in our register page there is a lot going on here, but we'll try to break it down to be as simple as possible. We're using MongoDB. As you can see, we're pulling Bootstrap, not MongoDB, goodness, Bootstrap. It's been a long day. Here, and we have a bunch of view states here for our form intakes. Basically, we've got a simple validate password. We'll also work on a validation for the criteria of our password strengths and our email as well, but we'll do that in a later video. We then have a handle registration, so once the submit hits the click on submit form, we're then checking that the passwords are okay. If not, return straight away. If they are, we're waiting for a fetch to go, which will go to our register user, and we'll start to go over what that looks like in the next video. However, at this point, we're sending it through our username, password, and display name. And then we're basically saying, hey, if true, set up a success registered, refresh all of the states. If we get back a false, we're basically saying, hey, the username already exists, refresh everything, and let the user know. And then basically with the login, we're doing a fetch to our login user. We're passing through our username password. That's going to hit our authentication, which we'll get into in later videos with passport.js. And then we're saying, hey, if it's true, we're going to navigate through to canvas page, reset use states. And then if it wasn't true, hey, the username or password is incorrect, reset states. And then we're just rendering out our Bootstrap forms. So we have our login forms, and then this is our register form. And then we have our states for updating based on our responses here. So if we go and do npm start and npm start, it's on 5,000. Once it loads up, taking its sweet time. Oh, there is one thing I forgot to mention. We have set a where are we? Proxy. So I have in the package.json under your client folder where you would have installed React, I have set a proxy to our local host. We'll change that to the domain when we go to production as well. So just a little gotcha if you're finding your APIs aren't working. So here we have our React, we've got our bootstrap stuff, we can put in a username, let's put in one that already exists. Let's also get the password to fail, so passwords don't match, that triggers out instantly. Let's make them match. Username already exists, so that's hitting our API endpoint. MongoDB's checking that for us, which we'll go over in the next video. And it's letting us know, hey, that's failed. Let's put in at for QWE. Oops. Yeah, why not? And yeah, why not for now? And go register. Successfully registered, resets everything, great. And then if I try and log into one that I've done previously, success, and this is our canvas, which we'll go through in some future videos. But if I now try to do that with, say, the wrong password, password is incorrect, and then let's say I tried to be naughty and go back to the canvas page, it won't let me into the canvas page. So we'll go over the authentication and the middleware of what's happening there in the next couple of videos.